how can you steal that kind of a phone? Like, ooh, child.
Ladies and gentlemen,
running away is easy. It's the living that's hard. Running away is easy. It's the living that's hard.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Lil Ayanda, and I'm back with another video. Hey, back with another video. Now, guys, if this is the first time you see my face, consider liking this video and subscribing to my channel so you can be part of the crispy squad. Okay, and to my comebackies, welcome back. So today's story time is going to be about how I lost a phone of mine in high school and got it back after 1 year. Initially, the phone was stolen, period. Point blank, period. So guys, I had a friend, we're gonna call him Big Bear, okay? So the first year I went to my new school, and there was this other guy behind the classroom that was so like big and muscular, and I was kind of scared of him because every time I would sit in the class, he would look at me, right? In a scary way. So then I found out that he's just a friendly bear and he's a cool guy. So we started becoming friends. So we became friends and everything. And there's one day when we were going to watch a soccer match at our school. So we're watching the soccer match, you know, me being friendly. I just be like, oh, friend, you know, just cuddling or something like that. So we were watching on the benches. I was sitting next to him and I was laughing like, ah. And I was just like, you know, lean on him and be like, ah, can you see that he can't play soccer? Why is he doing this and that and that? Then it was time for us to go home because like the bell rang and the soccer match was over. Alright? So I was like, oh damn, that soccer match was funny, okay? And then I stood up with him and we were walking. So he would always walk me to the bus stop where I would actually wait for my dad. He walked me to the bus stop. We were laughing all the way through because he's my friend. We just had a lot to talk about. Even if it was stupid, we didn't care. We were just talking. Phew. We get to the bus stop. That's where we say bye to each other. So I'm like, bye, friend. And I give him a hug. And he's crossing the road to go home. He would walk home. So I'm like, wait. Wait! Then he turns back, like, huh? You know? And then I'm like, I lost my phone. He's like, what? He came back to me. He's like, what do you mean you lost your phone? I'm like, it's not on me. Like, I had it in my pocket. Now it's gone. I started crying and everything. I was crying and crying and crying and crying. And he's like, no, don't worry. Let's trace back where we came from, like how we came all the way to the bus stop. Let's go backwards and try and see if we can find your phone. We went backwards. I'm telling you, to the place where we played soccer. I couldn't find my phone. He's like, oh, world, I'm so sorry this happened to you. I'm like, maybe I left it in the toilet. Like, if you left it in the toilet, it's gone. I'm like, yo, everything, like, guys, everything was there. My pictures, my long time pictures, like from primary school, and everything was just there. Because I got my phone in from primary school. I'm lying. So I got this phone in grade 8. And then ever since I was just like, oh my word, because I kept on breaking my phones. And then I got this phone in grade 8. I'm like, what? I'm not gonna break it, I'm not gonna lose it and everything. So at that time I was in grade 10 and I still had this phone. So I was just like, this is such a sad thing. I had this phone in grade 10. Yes, grade 10, I remember. I had it in grade 10 all the way, yeah, grade 10. Yeah, then I lost it for a year. Then I found it in grade 12. I had to make, like, because this phone, my dad didn't want me to lose it because he was not going to buy me another phone, honey. So I lost the phone. And then I had to explain to my dad. I wasn't crying. I was crying for my pictures and my memories and everything. But then I was also crying because I knew my dad was going to freak, okay? So when he came, I had to make up a story. I had already gotten hurt on my foot, so the story was initially, Dad, I got jumped, I got robbed. There were 3 colored boys that, you know, punched me, spat on me, and took my phone. Now I'm limping, I can't walk, and my phone is gone. And I literally cried because it was very emotional to me because I lost my memories, like my videos, my pictures, they were all gone. So my dad was like, oh, you okay? I'm like, yeah, fine. But yo, they hit me. I had to lie, guys. I don't feel good about lying, so that's why I'm confessing here, so y'all can, you know, yeah. My dad believed me. He's like, don't worry, it's gonna be fine. He even offered to give me another phone. I had to get another phone. It was a J1. So I initially lost my Samsung Galaxy S3 Mini. I still have it, by the way. Like, I got it, so I'm gonna show you guys at the end. I said I didn't actually show you guys the phone. I kept on like blubbering and rubbling that I didn't actually show you guys the phone. So this is the phone that I'm talking about. I'm sure you guys think I'm crazy, but this is the phone that I'm talking about, and the back that he actually didn't give it to me. So this phone I was gonna give it to my little brother, but he didn't want it. Like, no, I didn't want to give him because it holds memories and I want to show my kids. It's crazy how I say it, but I want to show my kids, and it really does still work. It's just that it's low battery right now. I'm gonna try and open it so y'all can see. You see, it still works. So he gave me a J1, a white J1. It was the same color as the phone that I lost, but then it was like bigger, you know, the J1s instead of Samsung J1s. And then, yeah, guys, so I continued with my life. I went to school. He asked me, what did your dad say? I'm like, oh, I pulled up the story, and he's like, it's okay, even give me a new phone. He's like, wow. I'm like, yeah. And then I was like, but I think I'm not gonna bring it to school. And then he's like, oh, okay, that's okay, at least you're fine, right? I gotta tell you guys that I lost that J1 as well. I was charging my phone in the classroom, and then when I look aside for a second, I look back, it's gone. So there was a person in my classroom, a boy initially, that asked to go to the toilet. As he was passing by, he took the phone and went. And I knew it was him because nobody else in the classroom had gone out. And then when I tried to go after him to the toilet, when he came out, he didn't have the phone. I'm sure he exchanged it with someone else he exchanged it with someone else in the toilet, and then I just didn't find my phone from then on, so I lost it as well. And then when they asked about it, I'm just like, it's somewhere in the house. It got lost somewhere in the house, I don't know. At first they were angry, and then they forgot, like somehow they forgot. I'm like, what? How's this happening? But then I didn't have a phone from then on. That was grade 11. So I finally got another phone in grade 12 because I had to, like, I was going through a lot. I just had to study. So the phone that I got was an iPhone. It wasn't the latest or anything, but it was like, you know, the iPhones. I think I'm gonna show you guys. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm back. So this is the iPhone. Now it's broken, guys. I don't know if you guys want a story time on how I broke this phone, but there's a story time about this phone. So this is the phone that I had in grade 12. It's all broken now. Don't judge me. I even had this thing to hold it and everything, you know. So I had that phone, and then yeah. So he kept on seeing me with like new phones and everything, and I didn't even think about anything. I thought maybe initially I left it in the toilet, girls' toilet, and it's gone. Grade 12, my scariest, like, I don't know what to say, y'all. You know when you trust somebody and you think that they would never do anything? Yeah, don't trust that easily. Don't even trust like this. Someone that is so close to you, don't trust them. Like, it's just like trust is something else. Like, it's too much. So in grade 12, you know, when you're writing exams, they want you to give your phone to a teacher or somewhere. So they were telling us grade 12 to give our phones to the office. There was an admin person there, and they would collect all our phones in a clear see-through bag, and would write our names and everything, like label them. Then there was a day where we were taking back our phones. So after writing exams, we took back our phones. So the phones that were all put in the desk, and then there was like a cage in which you could get your phones, but you would see all of them. So as I was getting my phone, because they said Mandy, I was like, yes ma'am. And I took my phone. Then they said, what is his name? Big Bear. Then he was not there, but the phone was like being held like this. I looked at it. It was my phone. It was my phone. It was my phone that got lost 1 year ago. I'm like, cause I knew it was mine, cause like the back like, you know, back parts, the cover of the phone was exactly the same, was damaged exactly the same, and the phone had a crack, the similar crack of my phone. So I'm like, so I tried to tell a friend of mine that I was not talking to for the longest, and she's like, oh, yeah, you can do whatever. I'm like, you know, because I was always the quiet girl at school. I didn't want to like get in trouble or like, you know, have fights or anything. But then this time I'm like, no, you can't win like that. Like I had troubles because I lost that phone and a lot of memory was gone. So what I did was I waited for him. I waited outside. And I'm like, oh, did you take your phone? He's like, no, not yet, I'll take it later. I'm like, no, they said that you need to take your phones now. Do you want me to go take it for you? He's like, yeah, you can. And I think he was already contemplating what to say to me. So I'm like, okay, I'll get it for you. But they won't give it to me because I already took mine. He's like, okay, let me go get it. He went and got it. When he came back, he didn't have the back cover. So I'm like, can I see your phone? Because it looks exactly like mine that got lost. He's like, what are you trying to say? I'm like, no, can I just see your phone? He showed me. And then I was like, that's my phone. He's like, if it's your phone, take it. I'm like, well, I'm going to take it because it's my phone. He's like, if it's yours, take it. But if it's not, I'm like, how can you say that to me? Like, for real. And then what happened was, I was like, there was a cover to this. Why did you take it out? And he's like, no, there was no cover. There was a piece of paper. I'm like, I saw the phone when I was taking my phone. There was a cover there. He's like, no, there wasn't. So we went to the actual admin that handed out all the phones, and at least she still remembered that there was a cover at the back. So she said, yeah, there was a cover. And I'm like, yeah. And then he's like, no, ma'am, you're so wrong. There was a piece of paper. Okay. So what I did, I was getting so hyped up, guys. I was getting so angry. So what I did was, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna call my dad over, and we're gonna negotiate, because this is my phone and it has the similar crack and everything. So we even went to the security guard, because the security guard knew my phone. I would charge the phone with him sometimes. So what happened was, he looked at the phone. He's like, yeah, this is Mandy's phone. I'm like, yeah, it's my phone. And he kept on saying, no, 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 no. And then remember when he said, yeah, you can take it if it's yours. Now I was like taking it, I was holding it. He's like, no, give him the phone back, it's not yours. I'm like, it is mine. He's like, no, it's not yours. I'm like, it is mine. He's like, no, it's not yours. He was so aggressive, like he started pulling on it. I let him take it. I'm like, no, but you're not moving out of this place, you're not going anywhere. And then I actually went to the admin person that we had to talk to, you know, and I say, please, can you keep the phone, because this phone is mine and I have relevant proof to prove that it's mine. I have a box, and if the box's code is similar to the serial code of the phone, which means it's mine. Now he was starting to get scared. He's like, no, wait, first I have to call my homies because they know where I bought this phone. He done said that he bought the phone somewhere in town. So fast forward, my dad came and he's like, young man, how you doing? And then he didn't reply because, you know, so my dad went to the office. He told them everything, like settled and everything. And we even went to the principal, and the phone was given back to me. And then a few days later, we were not talking that much, but then a few days later, you know, I just saying hi, because like a phone can't tear a friendship apart. But that was really scary for me, because a person that I thought was really like my friend was even trying to help me find it, to find out that he's the one who actually took it. So there was a day after maybe like a month, no, not a month. After some weeks, it was like almost the end of us writing finals for matric. And then he's like, Mandy, can I talk to you? I'm like, yeah, you can. He's like, I apologize for taking your phone. And it's just that I remembered that other time I borrowed your phone and it got lost. So he borrowed me his phone and then it got lost. But when I told him about it and like we were gonna investigate about it, he's like, no, don't worry. I really wanted to investigate, like get deep in it, but he didn't want to. So I'm like, okay, well, if a person doesn't want me to investigate and get deep about it, then I guess there's nothing else I can do. So he was seeking revenge. So at least I take knowledge that he apologized to me. It really means a lot to me that he apologized. You know, I just love people that can find where they're wrong and apologize. So that's why from this day on, I don't have anything against him. We are still friends, you know, even though we don't talk because we finished matric and we don't have any contact details of each other or anything. But then if I see him in the future, I would sure to say, hi, Big Bear, how you doing? I'm good, I'm good. Are you stay angry about the phone? No, I'm not angry. So guys, that is my story time for today. If you like this video, you know, the Crispy Squad already liked this video because I know. But then, the new viewers, have you clicked the subscribe button? I'm just concerned. Because you know, you're not going to see my face again if you don't click it. Like, and the bell. And the bell. Okay guys, if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And click that bell icon so that you can be notified every time I upload another video. Now, with that being said, it's your girl, Lil Ayanda. You know, this typing thing, if you guys are tuned into the subtitles, whenever I say Lil Ayanda, it says Lil Yanda or Lol Yanda or something like that. It's crazy. Get it right. Come on, subtitles. It's your girl, Lil Ayanda, and I'm out. Stay crispy, you dig? Hey!
Running away.